is it? Baba, good morning.
Good morning.
We are here today in Osogbo
Yes.
at the groves of Osun.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. And I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview very shortly. And I would like you, please, first of all, to introduce yourself, your name. To introduce yourself, please.
My name is Sangodare Badegesi Ajala.
Eu
I born in a traditional family. My father is the elder of the Sango priest in Osogbo. My father spent almost about 60 to 50 years. He couldn't have male children. One day we do the festival, and the El Sango priest, when we do the festival, in the evening around 4 o'clock, the people come out and start a process. During the processing, they show the Sango is still alive, because the Sango is the most magical power medicine in the world. That's why we show the people the power of Sango is still alive. That's why Sango priests, they perform magical things. Take a pigeon, cut the head, join it together, take a chicken, cut the head, put it in the basket, and after 3 minutes they open it. The head of the chicken join together, fly. Just to show the people that the power of Sango is still alive, but it's died. But that power still exists and function. That's why we show this thing to the people in the audience. After perform different type of magical power, and then we come down, we take them to the house of Orisa, they change the costume to a normal one, and then we call people and tell, this is your problem, this is your life. After that, the man called my father, Ajala, come here. Sango greet you. Say that we satisfy for your food and festival we do. Next year, we born a new baby, call him Sangodare, and then you have another children, 2, they are 3, they want to give you. And then my father said, this thing is already mad. So you know that my father is almost 78 years. 78 years, he married my mother.
And you born?
Then I born. After the next year, you already born me. And then by that time, it's a lot of epidemic happened. In 1952, we have a big epidemic in Nigeria, smallpox. So all of them were taken to the farm to let in be there, because sanitation inspector to see the people have some type of disease. They give an injection and die, because they don't want to spread to the other people. That's why we kill someone victims in that things. That's why we take us to
the farm to cure,
to hide it. We are almost at 37 in number. We are only 10 survive.
Wow.
We brought it us. My father always cry. It's only
the
son
only
that I have. I'm just going like that. Because my father didn't believe that I'm alive. Until we finish, people are coming in
and bring the children.
They're really happy
and appreciate.
And then by that time, my father, he has money. He has money. That's why the age limit of initiation is not start from 3 years. You can be initiated. Age of 80, you can be initiated. My father has already clocked 55 years and be initiated. And then it's very powerful Sango performance in all the Yorubas. All people know him. That's why my father happy with that things happen to himself.
To his life.
That he have a new
baby.
And then later on we get problem of the smallpox by that time.
But you survived.
They will kill a lot and they survive.
So
that's why After 5 years, I couldn't crawl. I couldn't walk.
Baba, let me just translate in Portuguese what you have said because it's a lot. Eu agradeci, gostava de traduzir em português, eu agradeci o facto de estar aqui hoje na floresta sagrada de Oxum com um sacerdote bastante importante de Xangô. O nome dele é Sangodare Ajala, e eu pedi para ele se apresentar. E ele disse que ele é filho de um sacerdote que foi muito importante na terra iorubá, e que o pai dele, quando tinha 78 anos, eu vou tentar contar a história rápida, ele tinha cerca de 78 anos, quando num festival de Xangô, Xangô lhe disse que ele ia ter um filho do sexo masculino, porque até aquela idade ele só tinha tido filhos do sexo feminino. O pai pensou, não acreditou com aquela idade que ele fosse novamente ter um filho, porque só tinha tido filhas, e Xangô disse-lhe que que ele ia ter mais 3 filhos, que ia ter um filho chamado Sangodare, e na verdade no ano a seguir ele conheceu a mãe do sacerdote que está aqui presente, e teve o filho que é hoje Sangodare Ajala, e que ele teve a contar também a história que pronto, há uns anos atrás houve uma epidemia de uma doença, não sei o nome em português, como é que se chama, e essa epidemia matou muitas pessoas. Então levavam as crianças para as quintas, para afastar das cidades. E ele também apanhou essa doença. Então levaram-no para curá-lo, e ele sobreviveu a essa doença e voltou para a família, o que deixou o pai bastante feliz. Baba, then let me ask you just very shortly about you. I heard that when your father, when you were small, your father was very old, and he gave you to one priest of Oshun, which was very important that time, and later on you were adopted by the white woman Susana Venga. Can you please, just very shortly, tell us the story?
When a thing is going like that, when the epidemic was going down, my father preparing to do the initiation in 1959.
1959. Em 1959, o pai preparou para fazer a iniciação dele em Xangô. Baba?
After we finished that initiation, and then my father, just only 3 months, he died. Before we died, the right take Baba is a friend of my father, the Baba Layiwola Olosun. It's a friend of him. They taken as a real friends. And then before, when we die, they said that if I'm die, take
my child.
Take my child and land. That's why we go into the Baba's house.
Ele está a dizer que quando foi iniciado, ao fim de 3 meses de ter sido iniciado, o pai dele morreu. Mas o pai dele já tinha falado com um grande amigo, que era o Baba Oloshun Olai Wolá, e que tinha dito já que o filho iria aprender com ele, e que iria, ao aprender com ele iria viver também com esse sacerdote que era o Baba Oloshun Olai Wolá. Baba? So after your father died,
yes.
you went to live with him.
We lived together as a son of Orisa. We moved together, traveled down, line the leaves. Very important thing that if the children of Orisa, they must learn the leaves and the roots. That's why it's a major thing for the priest, Orisa. Because that's why we named. The leaf is talk like a human being. So if you know how to handle it, it talk like a human being. That if you want to call Orisa himself, the leaf should be really close in it, the Osain. But when we are not learn things, you are just useless. You are not your life is not functioning anymore. But when we are small, we just learn it as
As
a
a normal
play child.
playing.
We don't know the meaning. So when we grow up, we know that
It
this
has a
thing is
meaning.
very important.
That it has a meaning.
That's why. And then we know, Susan, after a year, I do the initiation in 1960.
1960.
After a year, they must go out and dance into the town. That because the initiation of Sango is a very dangerous. People die because of the brutality way they take you to. And then because we spent 16 days in Asa Orisa before we allow you to talk to anybody. By that time, people sick, people die. If those people are not die, then they give in a chance to greeting people and take a little money on the spend, because they spend a lot of money. Anyone will do the Sango initiation.
So it means the Shango initiation, you stay 16 days inside.
16 days
and
inside.
17 days you come out.
Yeah, 16 days you come out. That 16 days you come out, we allow. And then we give almost 2 to 3 months to be learned. So we be the master of things.
So ele está a dizer que depois de terem sido iniciado, que o pai faleceu e que foi para a casa do sacerdote de Oxum, foi aprender, e ele diz que é muito importante aprender as raízes e as folhas, porque as raízes e as folhas aproximam, dão a sabedoria, aproximam do orixá. Ele diz que as folhas falam, e quando se é pequeno, se aprende as coisas facilmente na brincadeira e que realmente não se sabe porque é que se está a aprender aquilo, mas quando se chega a adulto, vê-se realmente o valor da sabedoria que se aprende enquanto são crianças. E ele está a explicar quando conheceram a Susana Venga, porque ele vivia com esse sacerdote de Oxum, Babá Oloxum, Olá Olá, e ele estava a explicar que a iniciação de Xangô, normalmente 16 dias a pessoa não sai, está dentro, está proibido de sair e de contatar com as pessoas, e depois no último dia, no 17 dia, é quando realmente a pessoa sai para vir dançar para a rua. So Baba, you were talking about when you are dancing outside, that's for the Shango initiation, that you get to know Susana Venga.
So on the way that we are going down to market, we have a close market.
Okay,
there.
that
They will call it Kajola.
Kajola.
So those people are selling things. So during the dancing, all the Zango priests and priestesses, they follow me with the bata drums and dancing. By that time, when we go out for 1 year, you are already in trance. It's not you anymore. You are already in trance. So during that while, I saw one woman selling the things. I saw a scissors. I'm crying that I want to buy
that
the
scissors.
Scissors, what do you want to use for scissors? You have already cut your hair, nothing anymore. I said, I want to buy scissors. That's why they're fighting. So Suzanne just coming from the house. Then say, let me see. She's a good priest. It's a good initiation. Come to see my house. Come. Then they paid the 3 pence. They're selling that scissors. That's why.
So Susanna bought the scissors for you. Okay, so Susanna that time was living already in Osogbo. Okay. And Baba, I listened that your family was one of the last families of Shango in Osogbo.
Yes.
So it's like you is one of the last families. Your father died, you are follow up the religion.
Yes, because we have another Sango devotees in Osogbo, but it's not I can call it a real one, but
they were not initiated into Shango.
Not initiated.
Okay.
Not the father. They want to mark name of the grandfather.
I understand. You're not initiated.
And then they call them Shango.
I understand. Pronto, ele estava a dizer que depois de um ano, quando saiu à rua, que estavam a festejar o Festival de Xangô, ele falou que quando que o Festival de Xangô e uma iniciação de Xangô são algo muito complicado e muito difícil, que ele saiu à rua e foi ao mercado e que estava juntamente sacerdotes de Xangô e que viu uma tesoura e começou a chorar porque queria comprar a tesoura, mas não tinha dinheiro para a tesoura. Então uma mulher branca, que era a Susana Venga, que já vivia em Osogbo, saiu de casa e veio perguntar porque é que essa criança estava a chorar e o que é que a criança queria e se era o povo de Xangô. E disseram que sim, que era uma criança de Xangô, que estavam a festejar o festival e que ele queria comprar uma tesoura. Então a Susana Venga comprou a tesoura para lhe dar. E ele também estava a dizer que a família dele é uma das últimas famílias de Xangô e Osogbo que realmente foi iniciada em Xangô. Existem ainda outras, mas que celebram o facto de as famílias descendentes de Xangô, mas que não carregaram Xangô, não fizeram a iniciação de Xangô. So, Baba, how you came to live with Susana Venga?
And that day, you know, I've told you before that my godfather is a friend of Susan. We live together. We are going to there because Susan always did the Ose, the 5 days week
For Orisha.
For Orisha, Obaluaye, and Osun, Obatala, after Orisha. So we did the first drumming to it to make a Ose to mark that day.
That day.
In the Obatala, the 5 days Obatala, early in the morning around 5 o'clock, we started beating the drum, the big drum called Igben.
And you go for
Igben.
our house.
We go to the mama's house. We go down to the house to participate, to do the
together with her.
Together to the house, and all the people dancing. Then we spend almost 1.5 hours before
they are
finish.
dancing doing the Ose.
That's why by that time I already know Mama. And then Mama said that you want to take this boy as my own boy. That's why we went to
Baba.
And Baba also. I said, no problem. But it's a Sango devotees. Say, yes, I'm too. I'm a Obaluaye. I'm a Sango priest. I'm also.
Everything.
We work together, no problem on it. That's why we moved to Mama Suzanne. But anything they want to do in the ritual thing, Mama give me a chance to travel to see things. Except when we do the meeting of all Orisha people, I'm the one I follow them. I follow Baba to the things like that.
So Baba,
through that one, I learned how to read because I'm not I didn't give me a full education because I'm Orisha. Plate my head. They chased me away from the school.
So you could not
for
go
almost
to the school.
4 times. They won't allow me to go
to school. But Baba, let me ask you, Uncle. You not go to the school, and you didn't cut your hair. Why you don't cut your hair?
Because they said that's a taboo for anyone initiated. They won't allow to cut
in
the hair.
Xangô,
In
it's taboo. It's everywhere like that.
Everywhere like
in
that.
Yoruba land.
In Yoruba land.
So Baba, let me translate, please. Pronto, ele estava a contar que como é que ele conheceu a Susana Venga, que ele vivia com o Baba Oloshun Olá, que era um sacerdote importante de Oxum naquele tempo, em 1960, e que esse Baba Oloshun era um grande amigo da Susana, e que a Susana fazia de 5 em 5 dias o Océ para o Orixá, para o Batalá, para o Oxum, para o Baloaie, e então que às 5 da manhã eles começavam logo a bater os tambores para o Batalá, que se chama Igbim. E ele ia juntamente com esse sacerdote Xangô. Então a Susana pediu ao Baba Oloshun para Baba Sangodare vir viver com ela. E ele estava a dizer que pronto, aprendeu muita coisa, aprendeu também. You have learned as well the Erindi Logun, right?
Yes, at the beginning.
Ele também no início, ele, pronto, como sacerdote Xangô, aprendeu também a jogar o Erindi Logun, as folhas, as raízes, tudo o que tem a ver com Xangô e com medicina tradicional, e ele estava a explicar que não pôde ir para a escola. Porquê? Porque é um sacerdote Xangô e não o deixavam ir para a escola por causa do cabelo. Porque sendo iniciado em Xangô, ele não pode cortar o cabelo, é tabu. E eu perguntei se esse tabu era só em Osogbo ou se era geral. Ele disse que era geral, que todo o povo de Xangô não pode cortar o cabelo depois de ser iniciado. So, Baba, if as initiated priest in Xangô, if you cut your hair, if somebody will cut the hair, what can happen?
So many things can happen. if a Sango priest can cut the head, the life should be done. Nobody they want to be life done.
Yes.
They're looking for the progress.
So it means you cannot shave the head. You cannot shave.
No shave. No shave.
Uh-huh.
No
But
shave.
let me translate.
You can
Cut,
trim it,
but not shave it.
No shave.
Pronto, ele está a dizer que um sacerdote Xangô que seja iniciado, se raspar a cabeça, a vida dessa pessoa não vai ter sucesso, vai ter problemas na vida, que não deve, pode acertar o cabelo, mas não deve, como é que eu vou dizer, shave, não deve cortar o cabelo rente. So, Baba, you said that you didn't go to school because of your hair.
I know of my traditional religion that by that time the missionary have already forced the people not to do the things like that. You must go in to be saving and be baptized or to do the things. What?
Ele está a dizer que por causa da tradição, por causa da religião, por ser um sacerdote Xangô, ele não teve acesso à educação, a ir à escola. So, Baba, just to finalize, 2 questions more. Xangô people, the way they worship in Osogbo is equal everywhere. In Oyo, Ibadan, Ede, everywhere is the same language.
Equal, the same language.
That's why you
the
see...
people can go down like that or go like that. When we go there, it's the same thing.
The same thing.
The same thing.
It's taboo everywhere,
Yes.
is the same thing.
Yes.
Eu estava-lhe a perguntar se o povo de Xangô, os sacerdotes de Sango, falam a mesma língua, se a tradição de Osogbo é igual à de Oyo, ou de Ibadan, ou de Ede, ou de Abeokuta. Ele disse que é igual em todo lado, que eles falam uma língua. Then, Baba,
and the Sango priests,
e os
Sango
sacerdotes de
devotees,
Xangô,
they won't allow to take a cigarette. Any cigarette or anything, real tabu.
E também é tabu nos sacerdotes de Xangô fumarem. Eles não podem fumar e é em geral para todos. Baba, the last question. We know that Oshun Festival is very important in Osogbo, and it's the time that people start eating the yam.
Yes.
That people consider that is the new year for Osogbo. Is it like that?
Yes, that is it.
And is he equal for all the towns, or every town is different?
It's different. Before the Egungun comes out, just last month they do it. That's why we take a new yam, either big or small.
Yes.
They put it in the Ogun shrine.
Yes.
And cut it. This is a new year for the people. That blessing, that the year is okay. And then that yam, they cut it into the
For the Egungun people.
For the Egungun people.
So
they cut it and send it to each Orisa. In our own compound, we have a shoe. It's a major issue. It's a lot. They bring that yams. In the olden day, we take a dog, the black dogs,
a
yams,
dog,
yes,
dog.
to kill for a shoe. But no dog anymore. They will use it into e-goats.
Okay.
They use e-goats to bring an oil, palm oil and everything to a shoe and bring that yam to our compound.
So, Baba, let me just understand. Every
people know
town,
that Osun is coming.
In that time, that Osun
time,
is
yes.
coming. So the new year in Osogbo is the time of Osun Festival. If we go to Oyo, it's the time of Xangô.
Yes.
If we go to another town, every town has its own date in a different date. It's like that, Baba?
Yes, in the Oyo North, there are people really like Okeogun. That's Oyo North.
Yes.
Always do the Yemaja things. After a month, they do type of things like
In
that.
September. Ok. So, a última pergunta que eu fiz a ele foi relativamente à celebração do Ano Novo, como é que eles celebram. E ele teve a dizer que em Osogbo o Ano Novo começa com a entrada do Iame, quando Oxum come o Iame, em agosto, que é quando eles celebram o Ano Novo. Também disse que o povo de Egungun também celebra o Ano Novo quando eles dão o Iame a Egungun, que eles patam em Amendões, também teve a explicar sobre Exu, o que é que eles fazem para Exu, e que, por exemplo, em Oió, à altura do festival de Xangô, é quando Xangô come o Yama, é quando eles celebram o festival, o Ano Novo. Assim como no norte de Oió, o Kyogun, que é chamado, celebram Iemonjá, aonde também em setembro, onde eles celebram o Ano Novo. Então o Ano Novo na terra iorubá é celebrado em várias cidades, em datas diferentes para diferentes orixás. Baba, thank you very much.
Amazing.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.